Hey, welcome back to Chesterville, and Happy New Year. We're 365 game days in, which means that we've got some stuff accomplished, I guess. This thing is done working, whatever. Uh, all of the hoppers are in place, I did that last time, so it doesn't require a lot of explanation, I guess. Oh, yeah, so junk, whatever that is, letters, I guess. Meat goes there, gold, well, it's pretty obvious. That'll, I think I'm going to hook up or move it or something, get the fishery hooked up to this so whatever you catch just goes into this whole thing.
Okay.
Half of it will be junk, necessarily, but we'll also get salmon, pufferfish, eventually enough Nemo fish to get past the, 41. Yeah, I guess string, sticks, balls. Shards and crystals, scaffolds, because we don't really have enough to make it happen yet, but I do have a bunch, I just don't have them in here. Name tags, because if we're going to go fishing for junk, that's the one thing you really want to know where it went, although that means catching at least 42, 43 of them, whatever it takes to get it down here. Redstone's pretty obvious. Eyes, I guess. Glowstone. Sugar. Gunpowder. Bones. We have a lot of bones. We have that many bones. Because, yeah, the way it's staggered, if you take something out of here, it'll just go ahead and fill back in by draining out of where I got it. So, that's pretty much how that works. And then arrows. So we have all that.
On the subject of fishing, can I merge my fishing rod with the one that has Luck at the Sea 2 on it?
Yeah, okay. You know where the anvil is. Oh, where are we on our... I've been lurking for a few days. Not technically away from the keyboard, but just kind of keeping an eye. I'll show you in a minute. Oh, that's fun. Get out. I'll have to do something about the roses. We don't really need them for anything. We could throw them into mulchers, but all we'd end up with is basically bone powder, so we have bones, so who cares? One thing, well, let me go down and talk about this I need to get something anyway. The lift, the item lift is, happening. Stuff going in. I basically just broke the boxes on this level, threw everything over there, got a high cat, run away, got everything in, and then just got put hoppers under the remaining boxes, and then the third level I've kind of just been throwing over. Well, that was second level. I don't know. It all made a sort of sense. It's happening. Once all of this drains, and technically everything coming in over here, which can't be turned off really, takes precedence. There's a lot of like glowstone somewhere. There's some. Here at this intersection. I think stuff in here goes into here before. Yeah, stuff in there does. So, if this were to, well, it won't run out because there's a lot of glowstone. But the point is, when the glowstone runs out, I think the next thing it'll go in would be probably this arrow, or arrows in general, because it'll wait until it thinks this is all empty, and it might never be. That's one of the reasons. It's not that it's slow, I mean, it is, but it's, as new monsters fall down, we get stuff that kind of interrupts whatever flow. But it's working out. Right now it's mostly, I think it's toward the end of all the gunpowder that was in a box, so there's that. Once it's all drained, I can get rid of these, well, I can get rid of half these hoppers now. Okay. But there's no, I don't have any reason to pick them up. I've got some on me if I need them. What I do need, because I want to do something, because it's New Year's Eve and therefore winter, that's not right, is let's grab some wood.
We need more wood, don't we?
Sometime. Actually, give me lots of wood. Okay. And, yeah, as far as your hatchet's wearing out, huh?
Yep.
That's new stuff coming in because you're up there, which I just don't give a damn. I mean, when we can't have it because we're full of all that stuff, it's just kind of irrelevant. It's sort of sad to see it evaporate, but I don't care. It's just there's no giving a damn.
I just thought I'd try out the fishing rod, which is much better at catching things.
Yeah, just we're in Skyblock and we're overdosing on redstone, so... What do I have to... Oh, I could put that away. That'd be something. We'll get... Well, we have money.
Yeah?
Alright, listen, let me do something here real quick. See if I can go find that guy. I should be able to. Where is he? I can't really guess. You all look alike. I know he's like partly opened up and not enough to change his little thingy, so there you are. So take I don't know where you actually... Oh, you're out there.
Yeah, I was coming in to trade some stuff.
Well, go ahead, but also take this thing and throw it on your hatchet, and then you can, while you're holding it, trade with them, and then you can get stuff.
Oh.
Yeah. So here's what I'm thinking. I mentioned this before. I have Silk Touch here. It came with it. So if I were to go over here somewhere, give me that one first, I guess. Oh, I'm not going to want lights. Well, whatever. I'll just keep it because I wanted it to fit the grid, but I don't want to use... I could use lights, I just have to get rid of them later. This, yeah, Snowy Taiga, which ends right here, so we'll just say this is the border. If we built back a bit... 10, 9, 8, just basically... It's going to get a bit weird because I don't know when it ends. Actually, I could if you were down there. It would give me a hint.
Give me a minute.
Yeah, well, by then it might not matter anymore. These are really wide. Snowy Tundra, which I think still makes ice. I would assume. Anything snowy should. And then, we don't know. Yeah, it wouldn't help you if you can't help me down there. What I'm going to do is get to the end of whatever I'm doing. And just have to turn back. Probably. What the hell? That was strange. Snowy Beach. Wow, this is going to be immense. And in fact, I don't know if it's going to work. I just realized it has to be a square. Well, I don't know if it has to be. I guess arguably it could be not a square, but in a weird way. This is going to be huge. Like, I don't have enough material to do this. There we go, planes. So this is, what's the no? Oh, perfect. Happens to be where I want to be. So let's just pull back this way for a while. And what I'm what I'm thinking is we build a big swimming pool. Apparently it's going to be huge. And by well, just, you know, surrounding the I'm going to get monsters, frozen river, okay. I'm going to get monsters up here. I'm going to have to shoot them. See where this thing ends. If it ends. 5, 4, 3, 2. Oh, plane's perfect. And that's... Oh, it's right on that. No, okay, that's cool. So give me that. Give me, just for the sake of doing it. Is that actually... Let me... Hang on a minute. That's 80 by 80, and we were near 0 by 0. What, I don't know if it's a square. Arguably, I could make it work without one. There's a couple of ways to do that, but one would be really a lot of redstone, and I don't think that's a good idea. So, 80 by 20, it means it's 60. Is there any chance this is going to be 20 by 20 over here? I guess if it weren't, I could force it to be. That's 20 by 20. That might be the best way to do things. Yeah, that would be a square. It would be icy. It would be good, and we could just use this to get out here. And then, you know, fill it in a bit with some walkway room. Okay, why not? So there's that. You're gonna want to take a nap somewhere.
Okay.
I'm not sure what you're doing, but
Refilling my axe.
okay. All right, so I need I need to make a decision about something, I guess, because I can't really have this thing contain any like rocks, because the pickaxe, especially if it becomes more efficient, will go right through the rocks when we don't want it to. So let me get, either way I'm going to have rocks where I have them. I don't know if I'm going to have torches. I don't know if I have torches at all. I don't think I have any anywhere. That, I don't know if that's enough. I guess we'll find out. I gotta get torches from somewhere. Just to, well, damn it. I just remembered I don't want torches. Not really. What I can do is I mean, torches there don't really hurt too much, but we can just put slabs on this and make that work. Okay, so that's 80 by 80, so don't have the torches where they are. I'm not going to have enough of these. I need like about half a stack of stone bricks.
Okay. So should I go?
They're already cooked. You just have to make them into bricks.
Okay, give me a minute.
I assume that the fourth one, that ice spikes, ought to be, yeah. That's also icy. That works. Never bothered building out this far in this map before. I don't know why, I just didn't. I guess we're going to use the entire map. Every bit of the animal. And then over this way. And then I'm going to get trapped. Sorta. I actually have a plan about that. Okay, let me out of here with this. That is basically just, you know, that's how big it'll be, which is huge, by the way. Now, I gotta decide, do I want to go down or up? I don't know. I guess we could go down. I don't see a good reason not to. Might have to think about the torches a bit, but not a lot. Let me have this. And that. And there's nothing beneath me, so let me just drop down here a bit. Put that right there. Get up, get the water back. Don't strictly need water right now. Actually, I just realized I'm lucky that didn't freeze. Probably should have put a torch down to be safe. Alright, you are probably on your way to me somewhere?
I just
You're
ran
running around.
downstairs to...
Yeah, I see you. Okay.
how much do you need?
About half a stack. And then I'm just going to go here. And don't need that there. And I'm going to make my way back with this stuff because I can. I don't really know Well, yeah, I do. 60 by 60, right? Which is like 3,600 divided by 4 because logs. We need 900. Is that right? It might be right. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's 90.
Okay.
60 squared. It's got to be 30. It's not. Maybe it's 306. It doesn't seem like it should be, though. I don't know. What?
You want to finish off the rim?
Yeah.
Okay.
They should match up. So the trick with what I'm doing now is going to be that if you're near the edges, you're still going to have to be careful not to hit the stone. But at least you won't, you know, go through the floor with a pickaxe. That's what's important.
Because that lets the water out.
Yeah. And then it probably pushes you out because you're standing there. I really can't make sense of what I'm going to have to check in a minute. 60 meters by 60 meters. It's got to be an area. I'll check. I don't know why I can't make sense of what I'm trying to say. Probably because I'm tired. No, it's 3,600. I was afraid of that. Divided by logs is 900 logs, which is that's like 20 double boxes full of logs ish. So we're gonna have to. This will be a project for a while, I suppose. But what?
I'll go work on the tree.
Okay. Did you get your axe built up?
Yeah.
Okay.
It just took a while.
Yeah. Cat died. It was sitting next to the damn campfire. I'm not too surprised.
Oh.
I know.
What? I just saw it.
Well, that was then. Didn't die of old age suddenly to surprise you. It was murdered by a fire. I mean, it's nothing.
Oh.
It just happens. You don't have to be all that perplexed.
Now I feel bad because maybe I bumped it.
Probably. Because I had it sitting next to the top of the lift. So I don't know how it made its way over there, but then it died, so I guess I won't be doing that again.
In that case, it wasn't my fault.
Okay. No, I had it sitting so it couldn't move on its own. Something bumped it. I don't know what. Anyway, once this is filled in, we can just fill the whole thing with water, which, you know, just make an infinite source and keep moving along the walls. Kind of like the, I didn't really record doing the middle of the village, did I? That's what you do, though. You just, well, it's like, no, I don't know what it's like. I don't know if I've done anything infinite source really here. Although, technically, because we do have soft touch, let me, over here, I know one way to make this a little easier with the water once it's ready. If we start smaller, just, you know, however big. Then it'll be okay. And once this is filled in, I can add kind of a wall. We'll make a small pool that'll freeze. More or less, it's almost just like a scale model of what I'm aiming for. I don't know why I want this thing to be the size of it, you know, zip code, but apparently it's what I'm after. Probably because I've never bothered making an ice thing this big before, so let's do that. If, what exactly is that? Because it should be, no, it's not. 33. So if I go 2 this way, it'll be a square. Yeah, that should be 33 squared, right? Okay. Throw down a wall. Doesn't have to be that impressive a thing. It's just make something the water can't go beyond. And we don't want torches, so I'll probably want to make some, well, I need slabs anyway. Actually, I need slabs. Give me many slabs. That'll help. So the first thing is going to be, lose this. Slab. Slabs up slab. This is going to be like this anyway, I think. Because otherwise we may have to replace it at some point with something that's lightning proofed, but for now it seems okay. And if you want to sleep wherever you are, I'm about to get monsters if you don't. Alright, so A, that sucks because then I'm stuck in here. No, it doesn't matter. Let me... Is that a lower slab or upper? Where is it? Oh, okay. So, that looks okay. Let's, do that for a sec. Can I leave? That, do we have to, I guess it doesn't matter. I feel like that. We have to sneak in, I guess, apparently. And that doesn't actually live there. What does happen, though, is, you know, just do this forever until I don't. And we can leave this in place because in the long term it's going to be part of this. Lose the parts I don't want, which are the, you know, half of it. Figure out a way out of this thing. Go make sure it looks okay on this side. Yeah, I mean, it could come out more, but it doesn't make any difference right now. And pull up the bed because I'll be able to get out of here in a sec, I think. Give me water. Okay, but really. And just fill this in. And what I suspect will happen almost immediately is, once this thing is really established, we should start getting ice crystals, kind of. And eventually, it'll be everything but the middle is going to be water, or everything but the middle water strip is going to be ice. Which is important. Okay, there we go. Because the strip in the middle won't have access to the sky. The sun won't hit it. There we go. So it'll always be liquid. But, and that way when this whole thing becomes ice except for the diagonal strip, which eventually will go the hell over there because that would be crazy, everything else will be a big thing of ice. And without the strip of water in the middle, if we took out the ice, we wouldn't have water. So, with the strip down the middle, we can just, you know, go after a triangle at a time, however big that is, with Silk Touch. That way we get, you know, a solid ice peel, you know, that. And I don't know, what did I just say this was? Like 33 from 20 is 144. Well, minus the strip, so 100 less than a little over 100 open. A couple of stacks maybe of ice cubes every time we come in just from this little thing, which is, you know, not that huge. The walls are important because the water gets held in for one thing, but ice has to be against a solid block, or a block really, in order to form. Now that this ice exists, it counts as a block, which means it'll start growing its way inward, except for the strip. And then we'll have that. So, and then we, you know, keep the torches away because we don't want the light levels here. Why did I do that? The light levels getting above a certain number. 5 isn't bad. Oh, hell. Hey, there's no practical way. 6, 7, 8 here, which is just getting to be enough to be a problem. But it doesn't count, so it doesn't matter. So yeah, that does that. Where am I on time? 26. I don't care about that. I'll just put it down somewhere. Yeah, so we need apparently about 900 logs.
Working on it.
And well, it's not going to be right now. I'm aware of that. But we'll get it all filled in. The trick at that point is going to be, you know, when you're out in the middle of nowhere, it doesn't matter. But when you get to just be sure not to hit the stone brick, otherwise we'll have to replace that with something, and that's going to itself be annoying. But yeah, that'll give us an ice cube tray, which means, like when I did the water lift, that really annoying way.
Yeah.
I could just have a stack of these and pillar my way up with them, get back down somehow, go in, stand on the, well, hack my way in probably to stand on the soul sand, look up and just smash through them. Which, of course, if you have silk touch, isn't going to work, but anything else would. You can even just punch at them. It just takes a long time. And you won't drown because the soul sand is giving you air. And that's how I usually would do a water lift, but we didn't have this back then, so. Somewhat ironically, you need a silk touch pickaxe before you can do something that if you try it with silk touch, you'll break it, so. You just need a whole lot of things. But we're getting that. I'll probably, real quick, go this way apparently. I think I want to slab all this over while I'm thinking about it. I don't care about down there as much. Can't be slabs because, you know... Well, actually, I don't know. I'm trying to... I haven't even thought it. We have waterlogging blocks now, so I don't know if that would count as a source that doesn't freeze. It probably. Makes sense like it would. I don't think it would change anything on how I built it, really. At best, I could have the waterlog diagonal line. I might try that sometime just to see what, I've got room here. Just to see what happens with it. Because I never thought about it till just now, but it might work. I don't think it's important. I don't want to, I'll see if it works. If so, I might change my plans. I don't know. It depends whether it's less annoying somehow than having to duck under that bar. Yeah, this ought to be monster-proofed here in a sec, because they won't spawn up here, and if they spawn down there, they can't jump up to get here, so they can only jump a meter high. Like anyone else, really. I'm trying to remember what we need 64 of to turn in for a beacon.
I don't know.
It was something that sounded pretty easy.
I'll find out in a minute.
Yeah.
I'll climb up a tree.
Probably. It just occurred to me with a beacon we could do, I think we can do height and jumping, which might be something, I don't know, I don't care very much. Yeah, we got 16 seconds to find out.
Uh-oh. I don't think I'm going to be down by then.
That's a problem. Now you're fired.
I know.
Okay. So that is monster proof. That is ice forming. Yeah, it's growing inward. It'll just eventually be all. You can see the outline or that and so on. It'll be dark. There'll be water. I'll get out of here. Go find you at the tree, I guess. And wonder why you killed my cat. Have a quick look at this. See what's going on. It's still pretty full of junk. It's just going to be a minute. Well, more than a minute. It's going to be hours. Yeah, whatever. And then, yeah, we can work on that just now and then without filming it, because it's really kind of boring to talk about, but why is this open?
I don't know.
I don't either.
It's closed on my end.
Okay. Well, anyway, so we'll get out of here, and, yeah, just see you next time, so, bye.